in this video. Toprak RAZGATLIOGLU's first and possibly last MotoGP outing cut short by the rain. Rins wants a factory seat but reckons satellite bikes aren't so bad either. And dejected Gardner says KTM failed to bring a competitive bike. My name is Sankalp and this is your racing news fix. Reigning World SBK champion Toprak RAZGATLIOGLU finally got his hands on the Yamaha M1 around the Motorland Aragon track. What was earlier thought to be the first litmus test of how the Turkish rider gets along with the MotoGP bike was reduced to just being a reward for a job well done in WSBK due to RNF Racing trading their Yamaha M1s in favor of Aprilia RSGPs. Although there are not a lot of photos available, nor were the lap times released, Crash.net reported that Toprak was able to get close to the lap times being set by Cal Crutchlow, who was also present there. Speaking about his first impressions, RAZGATLIOGLU said, "This was my first day on the Yamaha M1 MotoGP bike and it felt completely different to my R1. More horsepower, more electronics, seamless gearbox, all of which is completely new to me. With every lap I learned more because after World SBK it is not easy to adapt to the MotoGP machine. Fortunately, I had Cal Crutchlow on hand to offer advice and he was able to help me a lot. The bike feels good, especially on the straight line where it is very fast, and it was interesting to experience the carbon brakes as well. Despite it being a clear morning, the test day was cut short by rain in the afternoon." Toprak continued. "Overall, a very positive test, even if it was cut short by rain this afternoon, which meant I didn't get quite as many laps as I would have liked. I really enjoyed riding the MotoGP bike. So many thanks to Yamaha for allowing me this opportunity." With Yamaha losing 2 seats for 2023 at the very least and the surplus of young talented riders in Moto2 and Moto3, the chances of Toprak moving over to MotoGP grid are getting really slim. Moreover, the stubbornness of his manager to only accept factory team offers further reduces his chances to make the switch. Orphaned by Suzuki pulling away from the sport, Joan and Aleix Rins are having to work extra hard to find good seats and stay on the MotoGP grid next year. While Joan seems to be all but set to replace Paul Espargaro at Repsol Honda, Aleix Rins is having a hard time as most of the factory rides are now locked in. Accepting that he is open to offers from satellite teams, Aleix Rins said to GPOne and AS.com, "I would like to be on a factory team of course, but the satellite bikes these days are not as same as before. Earlier, a satellite rider could not fight with a factory rider, but now things are different. Look at Enea in Gresini and Jorge and Zarco with the Pramac. And if you look at previous seasons, even Fabio when he was in Petronas fought at the front with Marc and Dovi with factory bikes." And struggling both physically and mentally to perform in the Premier class, the reigning Moto2 champion seems to be giving up on his future in the paddock and he blames KTM for that. As he stepped up to the Premier class, he did not aspire to start winning immediately, but says that the minimum expectations are also not being met. In an interview with MotoGP.com, Gardner said, "I did not go out and expect to win, but I definitely expected to at least fight for the Rookie of the Year. For sure the expectations were a little bit higher than what we are achieving at the moment. With the exception of a handful of races, the first half of the season has been very disappointing for the young Aussie." A frustrated Remy Gardner said, "Right now there is not much more I can do. I can't go and buy a Ducati to race with. Right now I am riding a KTM. I think all the factories have taken a huge step forward and I don't think KTM were able to do that this year. I try to work as best as I can with KTM. I would love to stay in this paddock, but right now to be honest, I don't know if I will be able to." Do you think Remy Gardner has done enough to stay in MotoGP for another year or two, or is a move to WSBK the best option for the Aussie going forward? Let's chat in the comments below. If you made it till here and still are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And don't forget to check out these 2 videos which I know you will enjoy.